Have you ever walked into a crowded room and felt like an outsider, as if you were observing a scene from a movie that simply didn't pique your interest? Perhaps it's not a dislike for people that keeps you on the fringes, but rather a disconnection from the surface-level exchanges that dominate these settings: the small talk, the forced laughter, and the endless rituals that seem to serve little purpose. This feeling isn't uncommon, especially for those who don't fit neatly into the conventional social archetypes of alpha or beta males. Enter the sigma male, a unique and often misunderstood figure in the social hierarchy. Unlike his counterparts, the sigma male has no interest in leading the pack or blending into it. He operates independently, valuing his own space and thoughts over the noise of large gatherings. But what drives this preference for solitude? Is it a sign of being antisocial, or is there a more profound reason behind it? In this video, we'll delve into the hard truths, exploring 12 compelling reasons why sigma males tend to avoid social gatherings. Let's dive in and uncover what truly sets the sigma male apart. Number 12. They avoid conformity pressure. Sigma males are not only independent thinkers but also steadfast in their commitment to self-authenticity, making them highly resistant to any form of societal pressure to conform. In social settings, particularly in large gatherings, there is often an unspoken expectation to fit in with the crowd, whether it's dressing a certain way, adhering to social scripts, or adopting mainstream opinions. These pressures feel like a suffocating force for sigma males, as they believe that personal expression and individuality should never be sacrificed for the sake of social approval or belonging. They tend to avoid environments where the dominant focus is on adhering to collective norms, such as big social events or parties that are rooted in conformist ideals. Instead, sigma males are drawn to spaces where their unique perspectives and independent ways of thinking are valued. They thrive in settings that embrace diversity of thought, where they are free to express their individuality without fear of judgment or exclusion. This reluctance to follow the herd makes them less likely to engage in activities that promote superficiality or the reinforcement of standard societal expectations. For sigmas, being true to oneself is not just a preference, it's a non-negotiable principle. Number 11. They value genuine emotional energy. For sigma males, emotional energy is viewed as a precious and limited resource that needs to be carefully managed. Social interactions, especially in large groups or at bustling events, can be emotionally draining due to the fluctuating and often conflicting energies in the room. Unlike those who thrive in the chaos of large gatherings or parties, sigma males are highly attuned to the emotional undertones around them. They quickly pick up on the dynamics of a space, sensing the authenticity of the emotional energy and whether it's genuine or manipulated. While others may feel energized or entertained by high-energy, noisy events, sigma males often find them overwhelming and depleting. They prefer environments that are more serene and emotionally balanced, where the interactions are sincere, and the energy is constructive rather than draining. This preference for calm, emotionally grounded settings allows them to maintain a sense of mental and emotional stability. Rather than seeking out the excitement of chaotic gatherings, they focus on conserving their emotional resources for deeper, more meaningful connections that nourish their well-being. This careful curation of emotional environments is essential for them to stay centered, focused, and at peace with themselves. Number 10. They prefer to observe rather than participate. In social environments, sigma males naturally gravitate toward the role of the observer, preferring to quietly watch interactions unfold rather than jumping into the fray themselves. This inclination isn't born out of a desire to isolate but rather from a deep curiosity about human behavior and social dynamics. By staying in the background, they are able to analyze group interactions, body language, and verbal cues, gaining invaluable insights into the psychology of others and the unspoken rules that govern social hierarchies. This detached approach allows them to understand the nuances of human nature, whether it's the subtle power plays that happen in conversations or the underlying motives behind certain actions. While others may engage in the conversation for the sake of connection, sigma males use these moments as learning opportunities, mentally processing the social dynamics at play. The emotional entanglements and the drama often associated with direct involvement hold little appeal for them. Instead, they keep a distance, maintaining control over their emotions and reactions while gathering data that can further refine their understanding of people. This preference for observation, however, is not an indication of shyness or social discomfort. Sigma males aren't passive by nature, rather, they are strategic in how they navigate social spaces. Their decision to stay on the periphery is a conscious choice driven by the desire to learn, assess, and observe without getting lost in the trivialities or emotional turmoil of social interactions. Their ability to remain detached enables them to stay mentally clear and unburdened by the complications that often come with active participation. Number 9. They dislike surface-level conversations. For Sigma males, the value of communication lies in its depth and substance. They have little interest in the fleeting, superficial exchanges that often dominate casual social gatherings. Small-talk conversations revolving around topics like the weather, celebrity gossip, or mundane day-to-day details feels trivial and unfulfilling to them. They crave meaningful dialogue that challenges their intellect, forces them to reconsider their viewpoints, and allows them to explore the intricacies of life, philosophy, and personal experience. Surface-level conversations not only bore them, but often feel like a waste of time. Sigma males are introspective individuals who prefer engaging in discussions that touch on deep topics, such as the nature of existence, human behavior, or the complexities of societal structures. When forced into environments where such conversations are scarce, they quickly lose interest, retreating into their own thoughts or seeking out alternative spaces where more stimulating discourse can occur. What truly excites them are moments of intellectual exchange that leave them with new ideas or challenge their long-held beliefs. They thrive in settings where deep, thought-provoking conversations are the norm, whether it's discussing personal philosophies, unearthing hidden truths about human nature, or exploring the unexplained mysteries of the world. If such environments are absent, they may prefer solitude or smaller, more intimate gatherings where the possibility of meaningful interaction is higher. For Sigma males, the quality of conversation is far more valuable than the quantity of social engagements. Number 8. They are cautious about oversharing. Privacy is a significant priority for Sigma males. They are cautious about what they share and with whom. Casual social events often lead to intrusive questions or unsolicited advice, which Sigmas find uncomfortable. Their guarded approach stems from past experiences where personal information may have been misused or led to unwelcome scrutiny. To avoid such pitfalls, they prefer to steer clear of environments where oversharing is common. When they do choose to open up, it is usually in a setting characterized by trust and mutual respect, not a casual gathering where boundaries are less defined. This careful approach helps them maintain control over their personal narrative and avoid unnecessary complications. Number 7. They enjoy routine. Routine is a cornerstone of a Sigma male's life. Whether it involves a structured morning workout, a dedicated reading schedule, or a disciplined approach to personal projects, these routines provide stability and progress. Social events often disrupt these patterns, requiring adjustments that can derail their entire day. For Sigmas, such disruptions are rarely worth the cost, especially if the event does not promise significant value. They are protective of their routines because these habits are integral to their success and mental clarity. While they can adapt when necessary, they are selective about what warrants stepping away from their established schedule. Number 6. They prefer to meet people individually. When Sigma males choose to socialize, they typically favor intimate settings, one-on-one or small group interactions. Large gatherings often result in a series of shallow conversations and fleeting introductions, which they find unfulfilling. Sigmas prefer in-depth discussions that allow for a genuine exchange of ideas, personal goals, or shared passions. In party settings, meaningful conversations are often interrupted or overshadowed by the surrounding noise and activity. By avoiding these large-scale events, Sigmas conserve their social energy for encounters where true connections can be forged, in environments conducive to focused and thoughtful dialogue. Number 5. They'd rather be doing something else. For Sigma males, time is a precious commodity. If a social event does not offer tangible value, be it enjoyment, learning, or meaningful connections, they see no reason to attend. Their time could be better spent on personal pursuits, such as developing a side project, engaging in a hobby, or adhering to a fitness regimen. The prospect of attending a lackluster event feels like a squandered opportunity to invest in self-improvement or relaxation. While this approach may seem selfish to outsiders, it is a pragmatic way for Sigmas to manage their time, ensuring it is allocated to activities that contribute to their personal growth and well-being. Number 4. They don't enjoy being the entertainer. Social events often come with an unspoken expectation for attendees to entertain and energize the crowd. For Sigma males, this expectation is exhausting. They do not view social gatherings as stages for performance. If they feel inclined, they might share a joke or participate in conversation, but they resist any pressure to entertain others. The role of being the life of the party feels burdensome and contrary to their nature. Instead of feigning enthusiasm or stepping into the spotlight, Sigmas gravitate towards environments where they can be themselves without the constant demand to amuse or captivate an audience. Their preference for authenticity means they engage on their own terms, without the constraints of societal expectations. Number 3. They hate fake smiles. Sigma males are particularly sensitive to the artificiality often present in social gatherings, where interactions are punctuated by forced smiles and insincere greetings. Their discomfort stems not from a disdain for politeness but from a deep-seated preference for authenticity. In environments where everyone seems to be performing a role, Sigmas feel unsettled, struggling to discern genuine friendliness from mere social obligation. This aversion to superficial pleasantries arises from their desire for sincere connections. They value candid, unvarnished conversations over the hollow exchanges of small talk. As Thoreau's famous quote suggests, rather than love, than money, than fame, give me truth. Sigmas embody this ethos, seeking genuine human interaction even if it means avoiding large gatherings filled with inauthentic smiles. Number 2. They don't need to belong. Modern society often emphasizes the importance of belonging, encouraging participation in clubs, teams, and social circles to foster a sense of community. However, Sigma males are inherently self-sufficient and do not derive their sense of identity or validation from external sources. They are confident in their individuality, whether or not they are part of a larger group. This intrinsic self-assurance makes them resistant to social gatherings centered on fitting in or showcasing group unity. Events like parties or networking mixers, where the primary goal is inclusion, often hold little appeal for Sigmas. Their contentment with solitude and independence can baffle those who rely on group affiliations for a sense of security and identity. Number 1. The misanthropy tendency. Some Sigma males exhibit a nuanced form of misanthropy or a skeptical view of human nature. While they don't outright detest people, they possess a heightened awareness of the chaos, self-interest, and toxicity that often emerge in large groups. Consider the dynamics of a big event beneath the surface of polite conversations. There may be gossip, petty rivalries, and underlying tensions. Sigma males are adept at spotting these dynamics almost immediately. Rather than becoming entangled in unnecessary drama or interpersonal politics, they choose to keep their distance, valuing their peace and mental clarity over involvement. This consistent exposure to draining group interactions solidifies their decision to avoid such settings, not out of hatred but as a protective measure to guard their well-being from turbulent and unproductive environments. Choosing to avoid social gatherings doesn't signify that Sigma males are antisocial or unhappy. It reflects their prioritization of authenticity, depth, and the mindful use of their time and energy. If a situation doesn't meet their standards, they have no hesitation in opting out. If you found this video insightful or relatable, why not join our growing community? Subscribe to the channel for more content exploring the mindsets, traits, and behaviors of Sigma males. Your engagement helps us dive deeper into these unique perspectives. Be sure to like this video if it resonated with you, share it with someone who might appreciate it, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspective. Thank you for taking the time to watch. Remember, as a Sigma male or someone inspired by their path, staying true to yourself is the ultimate strength. Keep evolving, stay strong, and we'll see you in the next video.